morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We are
And
the
I'm
stand.
not today.
Not today. Set it right off. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I forgot we had not today. And I just talked to her like right before, like literally. The last thing I did was talk to her before I played the intro. My
It's
bad.
those brain farts.
I blame it on Ernie.
That's a good
It's always
excuse.
Ernie's fault.
Always Ernie. Ernie did it. Actually,
Yeah.
we got some stuff to talk about today with a skern dog. Um, So that's the reason why not today is live with us to begin the show, because obviously Ernie has an unhealthy obsession with you, and
Yeah, he does.
he's bad jelly, bad jelly. He needs to talk to you, needs to find out who you are, needs to find out who's talking to his brother and manipulating his brother, and well, he says that you're illegally recording him and playing him without his permission. Somebody has
Well,
the echo going, Matt.
yep.
It ain't me.
Okay, somebody had another device going. Might be Stephanie.
I don't know.
She muted. Stephanie.
I fixed it. It's good.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Anywho's, no harm, no foul. So I'm going to let you go ahead and take over and talk about what's been going on as far as the rumors of, are we still going to be able to talk to Shelby? Are we still going to be able to display his messages, or are we shut
Yes.
completely down?
We are not shut down. Ernie is way off. There's a thing called First Amendment. I had a wonderful 3-hour phone call today to make sure that we could still continue. So thank you, Ernie. You just gave us more access and more time to talk to Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
So way to go, bro. You screwed that one up.
Well, he tends to do that all the time.
Actually, I think he did it on purpose because he's like subconsciously a big fan of the stand, and he
I
wanted
think
to
so.
give more information out.
Well, he's one of my biggest stalkers, so
So the prison didn't shut you down?
No, they didn't.
Where in the hell did he get that information at?
I guess his fake people and their fake investigative skills. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Jenny Penny has such a bad headache that only Bernie smells can cure it. Are you listening, Bernie? Are you listening? But yeah,
Come on, Bernie.
this dude is making all kinds of threats, and he's going to shut us down, and that still hasn't happened. I have not been contacted by reprimanding authorities. However, I did get an email today, and you were copied to that.
Yes, I was.
Quite interesting, I do believe.
That was my 3-hour phone call today. So yes, you were definitely copied in.
So I was asked not to give the name of the lady.
Correct.
But she's Shelby's attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And she has no issues.
She has none.
With the stand. Actually, she's going to call me tomorrow afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to chat. We're going to talk about.
She's an amazing person.
Yeah. I'm going to tell her what I believe is the truth. And I'm not going to hold back, just like I didn't hold back in 2013. I'm going to tell her everything I know about everybody I know. Yep. That's how I roll, Ernie.
Even Skern Dog, because she gonna ask.
Yeah. And now I have seen things since the trial that I'm going to have to put together and tell the truth about. I know you don't think anything ever can happen because you think it's over. And, with all your threats and your bad mouthing and pushing things and pushing things and pushing things, well, you pushed and pushed and pushed until you woke up the right people. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
You did it. all we were doing was covering the trial that happened in 2019 that was about a crime that committed in 2013. We were not trying to advocate for a new trial or a new suspect. The defense did that all on their own. Now, some of the evidence that was presented was, hello, Jamie. Are you heading to bed, buddy, already? You just got here. Well, some of the evidence presented was damning. And this lady, this lawyer lady, and like she's a real lawyer. You know, not one of your made up lawyers. The other ones you put on mute and act like you're talking to. A real lawyer, a real attorney who represents a real client. And you know what? Money's not a factor.
No, it's not.
Because Shelby's not paying her. So there. Anyway, I look forward to speaking to her tomorrow. She's been watching The Stand since January. And I look forward to speaking to her. If she's here watching tonight, I appreciate it. And just, take notes. Anything you want to ask, I will tell you the truth.
We all will.
Yep.
Yes, we will.
So there, Ern, open that big mouth and get that size 8 foot right back in there, big boy.
Dude, it was one of the first things I heard this morning was that nonsense about the phone calls being shut down and how it was illegal. And I'm like, it's not illegal.
Now, I did talk to her in a second email. I asked her, were we doing anything illegal? She said no. She said the only rule that about phone calls is there's no 3-way phone calls allowed to be made.
Bingo.
Okay.
We're not making 3-way phone calls. It's a 2-way. It's Shelby and not today. And that's it.
That's right.
Those two. And Shelby gave her permission, as you're going to hear, permission to record him and play it. Guess where? Guess where she's allowed to play it? Go ahead and tell them. Not today.
Right here at the stand.
Boom.
And honestly, I got permission to play it anywhere I see that it would give him more ground to stand.
Yeah.
So, Ernie, seriously, dude, what's your problem?
Yeah.
Well, his problems are just beginning.
This lawyer, this educated, serious attorney actually specifically asked me to not use the name because Ernie's famous for doxing people and trying to ruin their name publicly. So guess what? Even the attorneys know how you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you think the police don't know what the attorneys know, you are far mistaken. You are beyond stupid.
Yep. Beyond.
Like just like you claim.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a good day. It's been a good day. I woke up, was like, I don't know, probably 15 messages, and all of them were the same. It's a little clip with Ernie saying, that we were making money off Shelby Shell's name. I have not made a single dime off Shelby Shell's name.
No, none of us have.
No, neither have I.
Yep.
I will tell you this, Ernie, and you said we made money off your son's name. I will tell you this. Shelby Shell, your brother, made arrangements for a donation in his name to your son.
Yes, he did.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah. So we're going to talk about a few things tonight. But for one, I want you guys to do me a favor and put a heart in the chat for this lady who represents Shelby, the lawyer who's reached out to us and wants to talk. Throw her a heart up there and show her some love.
Mm. Now, it's funny because Ernie was giving that talk today like he was some chess master or something. Like gotcha.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah. Got you, mom.
and the first thing I did was go and message, not today. It was like, yo, that's not true. She was like, no, it's not. And she just rolled it out like, as a matter of fact, like all this shit. And I was just like, because I mean, we wanted to make sure that we weren't going to get in trouble for trying to do this. And that was, if I'm correct, it was one of the first things you followed through with, was making sure it was legit, we could do it, all that. Isn't
Correct.
that true? Okay.
Yes. Everything. I
So
mean, everything from each phone call, as long as he gives permission for that phone call to be aired, that's, again, part of his First Amendment right. He is allowed to do what he wants as far as that goes. Just because he's in prison doesn't give him, or doesn't, that doesn't allow him to be cut off from the
mhm.
outside world, or actually being able to speak to people through his chosen person. So,
It's just funny how he tries to intimidate with a lie to get people to stop bringing the truth out on him.
Well, you know what's funny? The funny part to me is he kept saying, they're over there running a free Shelby campaign, free Shelby campaign. And I kept saying, no, we're not. We are absolutely not running a free Shelby campaign. We're just providing the information in the trial to show you're a liar. That's all. That's
Quite the liar. Yeah.
100% the reason for the trial DVDs was to show you are a liar. Okay? Mission accomplished. But then you kept saying, they're doing something illegal. They're breaking the law. I'm gonna shut their mouths up. Who here? If you want to help me, you throw me a one in the chat if you want to help me, and we'll shut their mouths. Well, shut it. Shut my mouth.
Yep.
I dare you.
But then again, I mean, shouldn't we be shut down right now? Wasn't today, actually last night at midnight, wasn't that the deadline for us? He was supposed to shut our channel down.
Did he
yeah,
do
he
that?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, YouTube must be behind on their cutoffs. I guess.
I guess he
Yeah.
wasted that money on those YouTube experts that he hired. The ones that can strike once and do all of them and all of them get taken down. Like,
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
that's good
Oh,
stuff.
Skirny, Bernie. Let me tell you something, buddy. You created this.
Mm-hmm.
You kept saying they want to get my brother, the murderer, out of prison. Well, the more you said that, the more you saying that, the more people saying, why does Ernie keep saying that? What's he afraid of? The more people woke up, the more people checked into it more. The more people go and watch. Have you seen how many people have actually sit and watched that entire trial video? Every one of those videos, start to finish? It's a lot. More than what's any of your videos.
Mm-hmm.
They watch them. All of it, start to finish. Look it up. You know why? Because they're intrigued. They know you're a liar.
And these are facts. They can sink their teeth into these facts. This is real. It's nothing like you provide her.
So Shelby's attorney has got wind of this and has reached out to us. She emailed me today. I emailed her back. She emailed me back. I emailed her back. Yep. That's called a conversation we're having. Now, tomorrow we're going to talk on the phone. And I'm free as a bird tomorrow. We'll talk all day. Talk all day. Talk all day.
Mm.
Plan on it. I'll tell her whatever she wants to know. The truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Now, honestly, she may not like some of the things I have to say. She may not. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not going to lie for Shelby. But I will tell the truth. I will tell the truth.
Exactly.
Something that hasn't been discussed a whole lot, and I never really thought was that relevant, but let's talk about it now. Why did you tell me that you thought Shelby wanted to rob me and kill me? He said because I bought a Suburban. He said, Shelby thinks you're rich because you got that Suburban. I bought a Suburban at a buy here, pay here lot. Yeah. I gave like $800 down for it. I was paying like $50 a week. It was a Suburban, like a 2000 model Suburban. And here we were in like 2013, right? Okay. So Shelby thought I was rich and he was going to kill me for it. That's what you told me, Ernie. Why'd you tell me that for?
Well, how many other people did he tell that to, though? That same line.
That Ernie was going to kill him. I mean, that Shelby was going to kill him. Just as Shelby's telling you, all these women told him that.
Yeah.
Family, his stepdad, his mom, his mama, Amber, told them all that Shelby was planning on killing them. That savage lion that he brought to justice. Remember his voice where he brings them to justice.
Just don't see it.
Yeah. Well, I can tell a story too, Ernie, except my story. I can strap on that lie detector test and talk about everything and tell the truth. Can you? You might get a chance. You might get that chance. Clear your name. Are you willing? Are you willing? Are you willing to tell them why Lucinda Lay was your alibi until you found out that Lucinda's car was the one drove away from the murder scene? Are you willing to say that you said Lucinda was your alibi until you heard about that? And then you said, well, Lucinda was at work. And then I said, well, how was she your alibi, Ernie? I asked you that right here on the stand.
Yes, sir.
And you said, well, I don't remember that. Anytime you talk, sorry, Mississippi, RN, don't say strap on around iron. My bad. Yeah, but why did you change your alibi when you thought she wasn't going to say you were where you said you were? Why does it change? Let me tell you something. A real life alibi doesn't change when the story changes. A real alibi is just that. It puts you in a place during a crime that shows you couldn't have been at the scene of the crime. Why did you say twice in a 3 or 4 minute span, Jimbo, I didn't go back to the crime scene? You know I didn't go back up there. Let's talk about it. Where are you, Skern Dog? You ain't popping up backstage tonight.
Where's Lindsay Marie?
Yeah. Maybe
yeah.
That's because she ain't posted the link.
Well, no, the reason he showed up last night was because we had that phone call from Shelby. And because his buddy from work was talking to us. He knows it's getting close to him. Yeah, real close.
He even put in the back chat, I got you legally. Mm-hmm. Legally? You sure talk a lot of legal stuff for somebody that has a court date for being on meth coming up in state.
Choo-choo. Karma train.
Hey, you guys about ready to start hearing a little bit from Shelby Shell?
Yes, let's do, please.
I know we're not supposed to, right, Ernie? You're getting that shut down, so we might as well get this last one in while we can, right? You guys want to get this last one in before Ernie has a shutdown?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
Throw us a 1 up in the chat if you want to hear it.
I just want to say the one thing I seen earlier today with that lady on his panel, that was sick. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but it was sick, dude.
Oh, my God.
Some disturbed people, man. All of them. All of them.
Yeah. All right, let's hear from Ernie and Shelby.
Yeah. So who we helping? Well, like spin a wheel with a few names. All right. Thank you so much. So, Candace, hey, girl. Don't you be putting a one up there. We know you hear. You hear everything. So, apparently, he's been, the stand is making money. The stand is making money off of Shelby Shell's conversations.
No money.
The prison system is putting a stop to that, and he is not allowed to do that no more. What they're doing is they're exploiting the situation and exploiting it all. They're making money off my brother and him coming on to the stand, and that not today. What she's doing, they didn't know that she was recording his calls and having them played on the stand for the public. So that's illegal. That can no longer happen no more, and they're putting a stop to it. So let's all appreciate the law enforcement and the people from the great prison for doing that. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Is that true? Not today?
What's that? We're making money? No.
Before that, we have to stop. He just clapped. Hey, let's give a hand to law enforcement for stopping this stand from playing the video.
Well, later on tonight, he was yelling that he was going to call the warden tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's see how that plays out.
Good luck with that, dude. Good luck.
Much. Okay, now, good deal. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for working that. Thank you. No more making money off some BS. Thank you. That is wrong. We do plan. They're making money off our name. They're making money off my family. They're making money off my son. They're making money off all this. Now, watch what happens now. Thank you. I just got verification that what they're doing and that not today. You know, you can talk to them on the phone, but when you broadcast it up, you just made a bad mistake. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we've got all the videos. We've been turning videos in, and it's working.
Thank you.
So that's going to go and help us a lot.
Hope they add this video. Surely ain't sent it all in yet. Need to add this one, Ernie. Make sure you get this one sent in. We got the CC on it and everything for you. Send this one in because Shelby's coming up next.
Okay, so now let's go. Good deal. Church and take grandkids. That's awesome. So who we helping next, guys? Are there anybody else we can help? Or we got 322 people in here.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. It's kind of hard to get the phone, but I got it. Well, I was wanting to see about Ernie and stuff. He's talking about a bunch of people on my J-Band stuff that I can't do YouTube videos and stuff, and I know it goes on YouTube, and I want the whole world to see it, you know what I'm saying, because I've got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to, I'm not ashamed of nothing, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't done nothing, you know?
Right.
And I want him to know that I can sit there and talk to whoever I want to and let my story be out to whoever, you know what I'm saying, because I want it to be heard, you know?
Right.
I want the truth to come out, you know what I'm saying? I want justice for real, you know?
Well, and like, not for nothing, he went on a rampage saying that he called the prison this morning and he was going to have our interviews completely stopped. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's a free freedom of speech. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. And the prison, they ain't going to break no rules or laws or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying, for him, you know. And I don't know where he's getting at because he's always trying to use old men and women and stuff, you know what I'm saying, old women and stuff, and take advantage of them for the money and gay people. He's trying to use them all the time.
And he's trying. Well, he tried to say that I was using these interviews for money. Now,
you don't never. He don't know what he's talking about. You're just doing this on your free will. You know what I'm saying, to help me out. And so,
now listen, not today. Where'd you get that brand new 2022 Mercedes you drove today?
Oh man, worked for it.
You know you got that off the back of the Shell name.
Oh yeah, You ain't getting nothing off the back of the Shell name. Let me tell you, nothing.
Cash apps are rolling in. Don't tell me you didn't take that Cash App card in there and put it right down on that Mercedes, right straight to the.
Oh yeah, I'm making millions. Let me tell you. Go ahead, Ernie. Get that one.
Lisa Bertoni hook you up with a new car? Oh
no,
my bad.
No. Right.
want to donate, they can,
Yeah, and I, I'm not going to say no, don't help donate with the calls, but at the same time,
Right.
there's not enough coming in to even substantiate making a living or exploiting you in any way. So I just want to get it out in the open that I'm not exploiting Shelby Shell, and I'm not hurting, as he said, the family name. Correct?
Right. Well, man, the way I look at it, he does all these investigations and stuff, and he's gonna get thrown for a loop himself. You know what I'm saying? When the truth comes out, and it's.
Well, there we go again. Hello, Hitman. There we go again. He's going to get thrown for a loop himself when the truth comes out. Are you listening? Are you listening? Because he's talking to you, buddy. He's talking to you, buddy. His lawyer reached out today. They want to talk about you, buddy. I can't imagine they want to talk about anybody else. Put one up in the chat if you think that lawyer that contacted me today is wanting to talk about anybody else other than the initials ES. Yeah. We're not stupid, Ernie. You're beyond stupid. Oh my gosh. Literally. Wow. Wow.
Look at them ones pouring in.
Man down. They're going to be talking about you tomorrow, Ern.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stay live like 4 hours tonight because I got to get some rest. I got a feeling I'm going to be on the phone for a long, long time. I'm going to pull out my book. I'm going to pull out my tape recorder that I got recordings of. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I got more recordings of you, Ern. Many recordings of you, Ern. Because I didn't trust you after you stole the $1,500 from me. So pretty much every time I was around you and you saying stupid shit, I got you. It's on my Apple voice recorder, on my iPhone, on my Apple Cloud. No matter what happens, it's always going to be on my iCloud. Always. And there's a bunch of them.
Coming out slowly but surely, and he can't hide no more. He can't run no more. Everything he's doing is catching up to him. That's the way I look at it, for real.
Well, and it is a good thing, and it's a beautiful thing, honestly, to at least say that whatever he has done is going to come back to bite him in the butt.
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back on him quick. Everything he's getting, every lie he does, everything he tells, it's getting caught up on him,
Well,
he's in something right now he can't get out of, I don't think.
Well, like.
That was an interesting choice of words from Shelby, wasn't it? He's in something right now he can't get out of, I don't think. Wasn't that an interesting choice of words? I wonder if Shelby might be getting ready to talk about, I don't know, February the 17th, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Gonna be singing one of those new top 40 hits, man.
Now,
Ernie Shell's going to prison.
Now, just from the tone that I got from the lawyer in the email, I believe if Shelby does say anything like that, we will be asked to not air that.
Correct.
But because it could be used in trial.
Yep.
But so we wouldn't use his trust that way. That's a different thing than previous recordings. Because we're up front. We're telling him we're recording him, and he's given us permission to talk about these things. And his attorney knows we're talking about these things. You hear that? His attorney knows we're talking about these things. So that old saying, the truth's about going to come out in the wash.
Oh yeah.
I think the wash is just about over, and it's time to move it over to the dryer.
Yeah.
I think next time old Benny hollers "man down," he might be talking about somebody wearing those silver bracelets you all keep referring to.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking that possibility is very strong that the next time Benny calls a corrections facility to see if Ernie Shell is there, he's going to be right.
Yeah. See, since 2013, there's been a lot of stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
Been some highway breakdowns that we call sting operations. Now, will those make it onto a witness stand? Jury might look at those in a totally different light. Are you going to set up on there looking at 12 people and tell them that was a sting operation with dishwashing liquid in your eyes? Are you going to set up there and tell them that the officer in Richmond, Kentucky was in shock when he arrested you for walking down the middle of the highway 4:30 in the morning? Those stories you've been telling, those outlandish stories you've been telling, all the crazy, insane lies, like the lies you told John Loveday,
Mm-hmm.
how it took 27 special forces members and they still couldn't take Shelby down. 2 of them lit him up with tasers and he just ripped them out because of the demons inside of him. But only you, only Ernie Shell, could knock him out so the law could put him in a cruiser. Are you going to look at the jury in the eye and say that? Would you? Would you do that? Or are you going to look them in the eye and say, I don't remember that. I don't remember saying that. Are you going to play dumb? Are you going to play insane? Are you going to tell the truth? We're going to find out. We'll find out real soon.
Real soon. I mean, it's like it keeps building.
Like he was trying to say this morning that you did not know that I was recording these phone calls.
Yes, I know. Anyway, if I didn't, only one party in the state of Kentucky. That's the law. You're allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the Commonwealth.
But I've never
I don't
deceived
care.
you.
No. You've always kept it real with me. You've always told me stuff. That's why I want to go through you on everything instead of everybody jumping on my J-fan stuff. I'd rather go through you and let you deal with that if you don't care, please.
And I do.
I appreciate that, and
Well, there you go, Ernie. That reaffirms it. If you got any questions for your brother, if you got any JPays for your brother, just send them to her.
Oh, shit.
I find it funny that a man who, brags about taking his brother down, calls him a serial killer and a savage lion, and he took him down. I find it funny that you want to call the prison about that savage lion, talking, telling his story. Why are you worried what he says? Why does it bother you so much?
Mm-hmm.
Ernie,
we all know.
You and your girlfriend over there on Prayer Garden tonight making fun of me, making fun of Jamie. Have I said anything about it? It don't bother me. I don't care. Why does it bother you so much that Shelby's telling his side of the story? Why? Why does it upset you so much?
Shelby didn't have this chance before, really.
He
didn't take the stand, so.
Yeah. Why don't you just say, hey, it's convicted murder. Who cares? Move on. Don't worry about it. Don't cover it. Don't send no trolls in here. Don't talk about me. Don't give me no more coverage. Don't give me any attention. Why don't you just say that? Why are you worried about it? Why does it bother you so much that your brother is telling people that you set him up? I'll tell you why it bothers you. Because it makes sense. Like you would think, oh man, nobody would ever believe that. But with all the evidence that was presented and the story that he's telling, it makes friggin' sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're worried about it. Whether you're guilty or not, you know you're worried about it.
Oh, that's obvious. He's sweating.
Mm-hmm. Calling the prison trying to get a YouTube channel shut down.
How'd that go, Ern? Did that work out for you, buddy? That's funny because it sounds like instead of us getting shut down or reprimanded or something, everybody's reached out to people on this panel right now. People that are pushing these investigations and looks into what Ernie's done. Because, I mean, it is obvious that he has had something to do in this situation. And there's too much of him around it for it not to be true. And that's what makes me worry about other things, because he does the same thing. If he would have had a chance, he'd have been in Florida involving himself in that Brian Laundrie thing. You know he would.
Oh, he tried to be.
Right.
He tried to make it happen at
at Hartford, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Not today. I have somebody text me. They want to know if you received 2 different amounts yesterday on your PayPal for help with phone calls.
Ooh, I haven't checked PayPal in like 3 days, guys.
Check that and let me know, and I'll send him back a message. You can message me if you want, but
I'm not ashamed. I mean, it's not like I'm making money off this, so.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, and he told me the amounts. It's not nothing to, buy a new Mercedes with.
Does anybody
would help? From what you told me, it would help with about 4 or 5 of those calls. So, so if just check and I'll let him know.
Does anybody know how much
text message you guys keep hearing?
I do have a little bit of money in there. Thank you, guys.
Said thank you. Yep, she got it. So I don't know if he's watching, so let me send him a message.
Does anybody know how much was donated to Jeremy?
No, I didn't. I told her I didn't care about the amount. She sent me screenshots.
No, I was just curious, man, because I mean, I know a lot of people signed that petition the other night, and there's some good people that follow this channel.
Yeah, it's whatever it was like infinity more than what his father's given him.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
There was a bunch.
It's
a bunch of people whose names I see in the chat tonight donated to Jeremy, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Shelby donated.
Yes, Shelby. I think Shelby gave $25.
He did
a lot of money for prison.
I mean, dude. I sent $20. Shelby sent more than I did.
So, I mean, prison currency, that's at least twice that.
Well, and he sent, it's, like I said, infinity, but it's 25 times more than 0 at least. That's what Ernie sent in 16 years.
Well, it shows where Shelby's mind is.
Mm-hmm. It does. I mean,
it shows a lot about his mentality right now.
His character in general, all these phone calls with you, he's like been respectful to you. I've not heard him raise his voice one time.
No, not even like, and guys, there are a lot of phone calls that aren't recorded, where I actually do just blow up at Shelby over misconceptions and misunderstandings of how things went through the trial. And even then, not one foul word ever came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Not one. He never lost his cool with me, nothing.
I've seen a lot of class out of Shelby is where I was going with that.
So you're saying it's not all sunshine and roses?
No, it's not.
Well,
and speaking of roses, he's pretty talented with some toilet paper and paint, just so you guys know.
Ern's chat donated 65 to who? To Jeremy?
Probably to Ernie.
Did they do that to Melinda's Cash App number or whatever, the Cash App handle? If so, that's cool. I mean, thank them for stepping up if they did. It's more. That's way more than what Ernie ever did.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie was still talking trash about him, saying we're making money off of them. I didn't post my Cash App for him. I don't even think our Cash App's up tonight. It's not that big a deal. Like, we post it some, sometimes we don't. It is what it is. It doesn't cost a whole lot to run a YouTube channel. Now there is time that people spend researching. Like, I'm gonna tell you, the team, like Not Today and our moderators and other people put in more time, physical time than I do. I'm just gonna be honest with you, they do. I deliver it to you. They bring it to me for the most part. A lot of it, a bunch of it. Like, I'm just the voice. Now there's things I know about Ernie that I brought to the game, and I have that perspective. But these gals and guys, we got some men too, that really work all day, every day. All day, every day, and that's hard work, man. They put in, and they don't get paid nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the hours I've put in myself.
I think we pay a little bit for StreamYard because we can have 10 guests and 100 hours of recording. But other than that, I mean, freaking YouTube's free, So when people like Ernie are over there begging for donations, that's a different thing. Now, if you become monetized and you get, ads played and stuff like that, that's a different type of thing. And, kudos to Ernie. He got monetized, but then he didn't know how to behave and he lost it. So, anyway, don't even know why I got talking about that, but thank you all for stepping up for Jeremy. And let's play a little bit more of Shelby here.
I trust you fully, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never lied to me. Listen, Amanda, you told me everything about you, and I respect that, you know what I'm saying? You kind of one of my homegirls, so I like to keep it that way,
Right.
And I respect everything you do,
Well, I mean, like I said, this is basically just to clear the air so that, he can just take his stuff and run to the other corner and just back off.
Right. I mean, because he sat there and told so many lies and stuff. When it first happened, he told him I was an I-75 killer. He told him that I killed 9 people. He told him, he just kept on just mentioning stuff over and over and over.
And here we go, right back to that serial killer thing. He told him he was the I-75 killer. That's the hooker. Ernie said there was an earring in his girlfriend's car that had the hooker's DNA on it. And Shelby told a story where he killed her and choked her to death on drugs or something. I can't remember exactly what he said, but Ernie told that story. I think we've seen video of him telling that story. But yeah, and then the 9 people. I had forgot that was told to us, but now Ernie and Shelby, I don't remember a whole lot about what was said about it, but that night the original confession was talked about in my basement. He did say something about killing more than one person, but it was in prison. He said something about you can look at his prison records. There's people that were killed in prison and they had no way of finding out who it was, and it was him. And Ernie says he looked into it and it was 9 people. But anyway, knowing Ernie now and the 27 agent thing and the tasers he ripped out of his body and all the stories told about Ronnie King's body, which weren't true, I can see that was probably a bunch of horse shit. Shelby's not a serial killer. I mean, you can't convince me that he was a serial killer and gets off on taking somebody's life when he literally went to jail for robbing people and tying them up and acting like Meals on Wheels but none of those people died. If a serial killer is doing that and gets off on killing, why does he leave them alive? You just can't convince me that he was a serial killer. And Ernie just keeps saying that. There you go, Jenny Penny. Yeah, that's just, I am too. That's me. I'm a serial killer. I kill Fruity Pebbles like no other. Fruity Pebbles is my favorite, and I will kill a box in a heartbeat. Nobody thought that was funny? Matt, you ain't laughing? I didn't get a Kemper laugh on that?
Sorry, man.
He's hiding it.
Oh, my.
There's no facts, no truth to it whatsoever. And I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he's lost his mind or he's just doing it to draw a check to get money to scam the Social Security people. Because he sure ain't helping his son out or doing nothing for his son or keeping it real with him or even giving his old lady money and stuff. Well, she ain't old, Melinda. He ain't doing nothing to help his kid out or nothing like that, you know. And for real, I think his kid's better off without him anyway, you know, because, I mean, if I ever get out, I'm going to be there for him, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy him things and do things for him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's my nephew and I want to be a part of it.
Check that out, man. Check that out. You don't even, you know, he's better off without Ernie in his life. That's coming from your brother, your baby brother. And he's telling you that your son's better off with you being the deadbeat that you are. And you know what else he said? If he ever gets out, what'd he say? I'm going to be there for him. Because that's my baby. You know, that guy you said wants to kill children to keep them from going up so they go to hell. He wants to take care of your kid, man. Mm-hmm. Jason Ludwig is a Lucky Charms man. Do you serial kill him? You kill that cereal? It is sad. It is sad. It's sad, you know. Ernie's boy, and I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it, but you know, it's bad growing up without a father. A lot of people grow up without a father, you know, because they're gone. But imagine having your father all over YouTube collecting money to save other kids and won't have nothing to do with you. Okay. All right. Let me, I was answering a message. Sorry. All right. Play some more shell.
Of his life, and I've never got that chance to, you know, I never got the chance to be a part of my own kids' life, you know what I'm saying? I've been locked up all my life, and I want a chance, you know what I'm saying? I don't use drugs and nothing like that. I'm a good person, you know, and I want the whole world to know that, you know. I made mistakes in the past when I was younger and stuff, a kid growing up and stuff, but I grew up in prison. I learned my mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make my problems opportunities. Don't ever do them no more, you know. Right. I want to get out and better myself, get myself a job and stuff. I'm not going to do like him, living in fantasy, trying to make a movie and stuff.
Mm-hmm. This dude says he grew up in prison. He's been in prison his whole life. When he gets out, he's going to make his problems opportunities. Mm-hmm. He's owning it. You know, I messed up when I was younger. I spent my whole life in prison. When I get out, if I get out, I'm going to make my problems into opportunities. Ernie won't do that. Ernie won't say I'm wrong ever about anything. Ever. Just, you don't have it in him. Honest to God, I mean, they look alike and they sound alike, but are they brothers?
Night and day, night and day.
I mean, as far apart on the personality spectrum as you can get, right?
Very much so.
If you were going to draw it up and one person you would claim as evil and one person you would claim as good, which one do you think would be in prison? Just doesn't make sense, does it? Mm-mm.
Scam people out of money. I'm not like that, you know. So I'm different. I'm night and day, you know. Right. You can ask everybody who's ever known me, you know. I help people out. I got a heart, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, all they have to do is pull these records and stuff, these institutional records, and that's it, where I donated money to kids that didn't have nothing, you know?
Right.
I was real big on going to church and helping people for years and years when I was at Eddyville and stuff. And I mean, we sat and donated the money to the Marshall, that school shooting and stuff, Marshall County.
Right.
Kids with cleft lips and stuff like that. And all they have to do is just pull the institutional record and stuff. I'm sure anybody can do it. They tell what kind of person I am with kids and stuff, you know. And I mean, I got a heart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's, you know, that was the biggest part of, you know, where we started this. I mean, but like I said,
I don't know where he started this stuff at, scamming people, because our people never believed in that or never done nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? And he's just, I don't know where he's come up with that stuff, with the hurting people and taking advantage of people like that and stuff, because we wasn't raised that way, you know, and I don't understand it, you know what I'm saying? And
Well, I don't understand it either, Shelby. I don't. Now, there's conflicting stories on how they were raised. But like I said, the one who's in prison is the guy who's, you know, owning up to pretty much everything he's ever done. Saying I made mistakes and I'm sorry for them. I'm going to try to make up for them. I'm going to try to be a better man. And there you go, Matt. Somebody wants to send us
Just send it through message the page, and I'll get it there. Or you can send it to me on Facebook.
why, yeah.
Let me throw our emails up. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, you get, and right after us, we said night and day. Shelby literally says it's night and day between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's uncanny, the difference in their demeanor, in their delivery, in their beliefs. Is uncanny, the difference. And then, like, if you're, you know, you remember the game Match or whatever, where you match one thing with the other that's the best fit. Like, if you got prison on one side and you got success on the other side, and you've got Ernie and Shelby, what you hear from them. For me, you're taking the Ernie information and putting that guy in the worst place. And you're taking the Shelby stuff and putting him in a successful place. Mm-hmm. Like, it just don't make sense. And Shelby says that probably 20 times per phone call, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. It just don't make sense. Well, I agree with you, Shelby. It just don't make sense.
I was saying a comment a minute ago. You can see why Shelby was the favored son.
I mean, you can really, you know. I mean, and honestly, that's something that Ernie's dealt with his whole life, and he's actually told me growing up, you know, that Shelby was the favorite, that Ernie, you know, was picked on or beat on, and Shelby had it made. But you hear Shelby tell a different story. You know, he says Ernie had it made, was raised by somebody else, and then his mama and papa took over and raised them all, and that Ernie had it pretty good. So, but yeah, it's just it's been a wild ride just going back and learning their perspectives on so many things and seeing the similarities, or as Ernie says, the similarities and the differences. Yeah, let's highlight this. If you send Shelby a JPay, he won't even look at it. I mean, he's for one.
After today, no more opening JPays.
And for one thing, you know, with Ernie the way he's acting, and even before she, not today, started talking to him, he was skeptical of anybody because Ernie had called and tried to have people get in touch with him before. And, he thinks his brother's still trying to set him up. And honestly, what kind of sense does it make for Ernie to try to contact Shelby in prison? What's he got to say to him? What do you think Shelby will want to hear from you?
Well, they told him today to stay off JPay and completely stop talking to me.
Somebody sent him a JPay said that?
Yes.
Yeah. How'd that turn out?
Not too good.
Yeah.
That's great.
And that's Ernie's people. It's Ernie's people. Trying to convince Shelby that he's being, I don't know, recorded, and which he is being recorded, but that we're using it for bad and evil. No, dude. If anything, we're letting Shelby tell his story, and that's it. Like I said, there wasn't no Free Shelby campaign. And I'm not part of no Free Shelby campaign, but it does seem like there's a movement happening. I'm telling you that right now. People want to know what really happened. They're not convinced by what they saw in the trial. Nobody is. The jury wasn't.
Mm-mm.
And it wasn't, a couple of people on the jury or one person holding out. Man, it was 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
Just as many people believed he was innocent as believed he was guilty with a recorded confession.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if they didn't have that confession, Shelby Shells never goes to prison for that murder? You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
No.
There's no way. Matt got a frequency weaponry bomb. Tina, get you, Matt.
Man down.
Man down.
David, I swear, every time my phone gets to a certain amount of battery, it just shuts off. It's like almost like it goes into a different mode and kicks me off of StreamYard or something. So,
the phone won't set off. It shuts you off of StreamYard.
Right, but it's like when it gets to a certain amount of the battery. So I think it's just something to do with when it goes into low power mode or something.
Probably.
Yeah. Yep. But this is an Apple phone, and so you have to have one of those adapters to run your power and your headphones at the same time because of the way the port is. You know what I mean? So it's all in one.
For real, for the record, Ronnie King was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He was a good man. You know what I'm saying? Ernie acts like he don't know him. Ernie did know him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the mayor of Everett. You know what I'm saying? And
Ernie, I saw that part right there in his live today. That's one of the things I actually saw him sit and spew out of his mouth. I didn't even know that man. I never heard of him.
Yep.
He said that
He
today.
Did. Yep, I heard it. That was one of the things I actually watched when I got to the house tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, really? Skirny.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Jeannie Penny? You know what I'm saying? She knows. Snugglepuss, has Shelby ever said he killed Ronnie King? Not the tape recording. Jamie asked outright if he did it. Well, somebody took it away. That was highlighted. I didn't get to read it all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, answering that question, there's not been any time other than that recording that you did that Shelby has actually said that he has killed Ronnie King. So,
yeah, that's the only time he's ever said it. That and the night before when he told me.
he helped people out with a place to stay and apartments and stuff. He owned an apartment complex and a couple houses and stuff. Even my sister rented a house off of for a little bit. And I mean, he's always been nice to me and stuff. He's always given me a little job to work and stuff, pick up paper and stuff, and he paid me and stuff, you know, just to help keep the place clean and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and the projects and stuff. I mean, but he's always been helpful, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anybody could have went to him and he would have helped him, you know what I'm saying? He'd get shirt right off his back. He was good. He was good-hearted, you know what I'm saying? and everybody's wanting to say bad stuff about him. I really ain't got nothing bad to say about him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's always been fair, you know what I'm saying? He's been good to my mother growing up and everything, you know?
Right.
See, that's what matters
If he's
to
good
Shelby.
his
Is
brother,
somebody's good. You know.
Go ahead.
Yep.
There must be a delay. Go ahead, Matt.
I was just going to say that's the focus that Shelby has on how to grade a person. You know what I mean? Like they're good to your mom, their own mom, that kind of thing. Ernie puts out recordings of his mom's psychobabble.
Well, how about if he was good to his mom, and how would Ernie not know who he was?
Yeah. Yep.
Ernie's the oldest child in the family.
Yep.
You'd think he'd know if somebody was being good to his mama.
Yep.
I would. I do. I remember when people were good to my family.
Yep.
I was the oldest kid in my family. I had a little brother. Somebody done something nice for our family. I remember it. Somebody was mean to our family. I remember it more than he does. So how do you not know it? Just bullshit. You do.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a neighbor lives down the street that knows both. King family, Shell family, Ronnie, Ernie. She knows they knew each other. She knows the whole family knows each other. And when this first happened, the families went back and forth on Facebook, on social media over it. They knew each other. No doubt.
Well, I was going to say the only time I've heard that Ernie didn't know Ronnie is when it comes out of his mouth. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere else says he knew Ronnie King. Every person. And like you said, the evidence online where they were going back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, you could see it. I mean, Ernie just showed up, and the post he made on the Ronnie King memorial thing, I mean, it's sad what he said, but it showed that he did know them.
Yeah. Geez Louise, does Ernie have a bad temper? Well, hell yes.
He can't do much with it.
He attack people on his channel. Like he goes after his own moderators and his own subscribers and threatens them and doxes them and, you know, hits them in the head with a wrench and kicks their ass out. Like, oh yeah, he's got a bad temper. Have you seen the clip where he tells Benny he's going to put his arm down into his soul, rip out his ribs, and beat him to death with it? Well, yeah, the killer inside has a bad temper. Got a real bad temper. Got a Kemper temper.
Right. And the whole family knew who he was.
Yeah. And everybody's trying to make him out to be a dope dealer on my case and stuff, a drug dealer and this and that, and make him out to be gay and stuff. I never known him doing nothing gay. You know what I'm saying? Never. I've always, somebody said, I don't know if it's true or not, but Kurt Stallard and him used to be gay, but I ain't got no facts on that. I ain't got no proof on that, and I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying?
So we don't talk about things that you don't have facts or proof
Right,
on.
exactly. So, I mean, but I don't know why things are like that in my motion discovery. It don't even make no sense. It ain't got nothing to do with this case, you know?
Right.
But what did got something to do with this case? My brother knew a lot about it and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm. There's
What
another
does have a
one.
lot to do with this case is my brother knew a lot about it.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a clue. Little nugget.
Yes, geez Louise, he has. We've got a video of that on our channel too, with him fighting a man over a hockey mask in a street fight at a trailer park. And then the mother of a 10-year-old child wanted to whip his ass after that because he messaged that little girl telling her what a shitty mom she had. But yes, he does have a bad temper, and he does fly off the handle.
Julie, the motive would be to stay free. Personally, that's what I see.
Well, the motive that the defense gave was, and the picture they painted was he was trying to write a book, a movie, a screenplay about it. And he even got up on the witness stand and fed it to him.
Yes, he did.
He got on the witness stand and said, yeah, I'm writing a screenplay. It's a new slasher film. Ain't got nothing to do with Friday the 13th, though. Did it have something to do with somebody killing a former mayor up in Everett, Kentucky?
Mm-hmm.
That's the motive, the book.
Well, and not only that, but he already knew that Shelby would be thrown under a bus because of his past history.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
They wouldn't look any further.
Plus, that let's play a trick on Jimbo recorded conversation really has a lot to play in it too, because that gave evidence where there was none against Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. A lot of it makes sense when you say it all again and just look at it. It's just like, okay.
I don't know how he knew a lot about it, you know what I'm saying? And he just volunteered my name up just like that, you know, and when they come arrest me 9 days later, you know what I'm saying, on hearsay, you know?
Right.
I didn't understand that, you know?
Well,
and who would take pennies? Who would want a bunch of pennies? I was going to put them in a fish tank and wheat pennies and stuff.
But like you said, you took the pennies, and this is what you've told me. You took the pennies because Ernie gave them to you at Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, it's on camera. It's on camera. Everything's seen on camera.
So if Ernie gave them,
his car.
Who was there? So who was there the night he handed you these pennies?
Well, we just left Jimbo's. We left Jimbo's and stuff, and we went to let's see. We was at Jimbo's and we left. We went somewhere. Went to go eat here. I went to go get Lucinda something. He said, "No, it's just me and you going to Brother Day." And we went to Walmart parking lot to park and stuff. And I was like, "Well, come on, I'll fill your car up, get you something to eat and stuff." And he's like, "No, we're just going to take the truck." And I said, "No, it's more on gas. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take your car, you know." Instead, we drove my truck to go get something to eat and stuff. I went in and used the bathroom. I come out and he was driving my truck. So you could see him pull up beside of his car and stuff. Then when I get ready to leave and stuff after Brother Day and stuff, that's when he gives me everything. Everything's on camera.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
So,
all they got to do is run the camera.
Okay, here's a...
Yep.
So he says all this is on surveillance camera. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I know I was asked to buy those pennies prior to that. And I told them I didn't want any pennies. They didn't mean anything to me other than, 100 of them was worth $1.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ernie, does it make you, cringe just a little bit, worry, sweat just a little bit, thinking that there's an attorney somewhere with a videotape from Walmart showing you pull up in that truck and exchange pennies?
Well, that's the only way he'd want to shut this stuff down is he had some guilty knowledge. Sorry.
Of course.
A question for you. Why was he driving your truck?
I think he put a gun in the truck door because it ain't my fingerprints on the gun. It ain't my fingerprints on the shells inside the gun. And he tried to set me up a gun and try to get me sent back to prison. And I think he was jealous because I've been with his wife and stuff. His ex-wife, he'd been with him 4 or 5 years. I asked him, did he have any kind of feelings for her and stuff? He said he didn't. My sister was there. Lucinda was there. Amanda Brown, Amanda Gaylor, whatever her name, she was there. And I tried to get them back together and everything. It wasn't happening, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I don't know. It just he's had a mind of his own, I guess,
Right.
He just had to get back. And plus, people that got their I was with this woman and stuff at the lake like 3 in the morning, and she told me she got her taxes back, and I was telling her to pair of bills, buy our kids something for school, some clothes and stuff, and pay the rest of it on the house and stuff, put the rest of it in the bank, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know.
Right.
My brother, when I got home at night, he said, how much did you get back? I said, $9,000. So he calls her, he calls her and tells her I was going to kill her and stuff and take her money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I guess she believed it. I don't know if she did or not, but she said, well, he told me to pay my bills and stuff and put it in the bank and stuff.
Well, give
And,
Ernie a message and tell him we're not stopping.
No, Ernie, we ain't going to stop. We're going to keep on recording, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing, you can't stop it, you know what I'm saying? It's a free freedom of speech, you know? I'm not making no three-way phone calls or nothing like that, so I'm not breaking no rules. You know, I'm doing good, so, I mean, you just got to deal with it, man. You've been doing it for the last 10 years.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I look at it, you know? I mean, he's been running dirt on me for 10 years. Back to back to back to back, you know, and I don't know what to do about it, you know what I'm saying? And instead, I met you, and
now you get
sit there
your
and
voice.
put me on air, you know?
Now you
Thank
get your voice.
You know?
You're welcome.
Thank you for the voice. Thank you for the calls and stuff. Thank you for the JPays and stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for using.
Thanks for helping me. And
You're
stuff.
welcome.
Thank you.
There you go, guys. That's
Another blockbuster.
That completes the phone call from Shelby that we're never going to be able to play another one.
I love it.
Let's give a hand, yay, to those at law enforcement that shut Jimbo in the stand down. Oh, my bad. Never bad. My bad. Didn't happen. Sorry, Ernie. You celebrated a little too early, buddy. Why don't you go back and listen to that call a few more times, Ernie, and enjoy it. But
hell, go listen to all of them, Ernie. I mean, there's 3 that are specifically messages for you, bud. Go for it.
Oh.
And Taylor Smith is convinced Shelby was set up. Oh, man. While you're listening to those phone calls, make sure you store them in your brain and make room for the new ones coming out, because you heard him. We're not going to stop.
Yep.
There ain't no rules being broken. The only rule about phone calls from prison is they can't be on 3-way calls. And I'm sure that has something to do with money. You know, they want money for every phone call made. So, I mean, if there was a way to make 2 collect phone calls from prison or pay for 2 at the same time, they would do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm assuming anyway. But that's the only rule, is no 3-way calls. Well, there is no 3-way call. And Shelby gave us permission to record
Each and every time.
and gave us permission to play it on YouTube. You know, these streets of YouTube where you walk around like the cock of the block. Well, you're not.
Well, maybe we should fill Ernie in that these calls are actually 15 minutes, but for the first 3 or 4 minutes, I'm obtaining permission. So there you go, Ern.
Yeah, he's always got something to say. And, oh, it's illegal and stuff. And it's just tactic, right? A weak-ass tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Try to scare you off your block. He always tries. What's
So
funny?
he's trying to stop everything.
Well, because he knows that he's caught. It's just a matter of when they arrest him. He knows it. There's so much shit that has come out about him now, and he cannot stop it. There are so many people going down Ernie rabbit holes and coming out with a golden ticket. Too many people. And he knows it. He sees it. He is scared because he knows he's going to be in prison. Like so many people have told him, you're going to be going where your brother is. You're going to prison.
Let's address that right quick. You keep playing that where Kemper said he wasn't going to stop till you're in prison.
Mm-hmm.
That's not illegal, Ernie. He's not saying anything negative like he's going to set you up.
Nope.
No, he's saying you're going to prison for the illegal shit that you do on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
You are in trouble. There are members of law enforcement in different states, in different levels, that have reached out to me. You can sit and say you talk to them daily and blah, 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 blah. I promise you, I've been contacted and they wanted information about you, not me. Take it how you want it. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Now, jump on over there and call me Jabba the Hutt and see how much better that makes you feel. And you and PG talk about fat people and ugly people, and then get on your channel and cry about they're bullying me. There's cyberbullying me. Wah, wah, wah. Bullying goes two ways, pal. You can't bully a bully. That ain't how it works. You started this fight. You run that mouth.
Yep.
You drag me into your mess again. Way back when.
Mm.
You want to talk about your murder for hire tape? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I told you what happened. I told you I was tired of being the go-between between you and my other friend. You tell him I said this. You tell him I said that. You tell him I'm coming for him. You tell him I'm coming back at him. I got tired of it. You can ask my wife. It was driving me crazy. I was staying mad all the time. Like, why don't they just fucking talk to each other? Leave me alone. So I told him a very similar story that I told you. Except he didn't run to the FBI. You did. So I was called into the FBI office. Yep, I screwed up. Should have never done that. Screwed up. Now, his stanky friends down there wasn't never mentioned. But when I went to the FBI office, told him what I just told you, what I just told everybody on the stand, what I've told everybody for about a year now. Coming up in August, it will be a year. I told that FBI agent that very same thing. I said, here, you want my phone? Look through it. Have it forensic technician go through it. See if I've said anything to anybody about a hitman or murder for hire. You know what he said? He said, okay, you're telling me that Mr. Shell's not in danger. I said, absolutely, he's not in danger. He's an idiot. Well, he laughed because he knew you and he's dealt with you before.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay, that's good enough for me. That was the end of it. The end. I haven't heard from him since. Until about 2 weeks ago when I called him to tell him that you and Tina were still using that story and still saying that I was under investigation. I was like, hey, man, you want me to bring my phone over there now? I mean, it's an iPhone, just like I said on somebody's panel a while ago. It's an iPhone. You know, everything's on the iCloud. Check it out. I got 2 terabytes of storage on the cloud. Everything is on there. Everything. Especially as far back as less than a year ago. Check it out. Take it. You didn't want it. And if you're telling the truth about him investigating me, he's already got it. And he knows. Which may be the truth. I mean, he may already have it. He may know that there wasn't anything ever except for what I told you. And you recorded. I'm ran to the FBI. And you've been saying, first you tried to extort me with it. Now, I was kind of worried. I was like, man, I don't want you to ruin my reputation. All right, hang on. I got to get this call. My daughter gets an emergency room.
Okay, so Gary, he's not in Tennessee. He is in Kentucky. So that you are well aware.
Oppositional, what message from Ernie are you talking about?
Is it that murder for hire stuff that Jimbo was just talking about. There's some messages where Jimbo had saying that Ernie used that equipment they got for making their movie.
Yeah.
To edit those.
Pretend that like button is Ern's head. I like that. That's beautiful. Yeah, everybody pray for Jamie. He's dealing with a lot of stuff right now.
He is.
That man's a fucking warrior too, man. He has been going at them ever since he left.
I'm back.
It was beautiful. So y'all be praying for Jamie.
My daughter has a double ear infection. Both ears are infected, so he's miserable.
Be praying for her too.
Thank you.
We were just talking about Jamie and his problems that he's dealing with.
Geez Louise, before I finish about the murder for hire, yes, I may talk to him on the phone. I'd rather talk to him face to face. Just to be honest.
And it's still going to be hard because Shelby's still at that point where he just doesn't fully trust, I guess. So it could take a little while.
That goes two ways.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm trying to be nice though.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for the hearts and prayers for my daughter. But this murder for hire crap, it was just that, just crap. And you threatened to extort me. And like I said, I was worried about it. I was worried about my reputation as a basketball coach. Well, you posted it anyway. And there was a few people who heard it and asked me about it. And I was like, well, I told them the story. And he was like, oh, well, who cares? Okay. But Lisa Bertoni got me on the basketball in my coaching career. So kudos to that. But now the murder for hire thing, probably another 10 or 12 times since then, you've threatened me with those tapes.
Yep.
Let's just play them. Let's just play these murder for hire tapes. Okay. Go ahead. Hell, send me a copy. I'll play it for you one night. Who cares? I told you what the truth is. I told the FBI what the truth is. You're a dumbass. Keep pushing it. You're the one being looked at by lots of people. There was no murder for hire. You ain't worth killing, dude. Like, who would want to kill you? For what? For what? Tina, we must be in the way of what? What the hell are you in the way of? A bar of soap? Come on, man. So that's the murder for hire. And that's the real story, the whole story, not the Ernie's edited version of it. You see where Ernie has messaged me, tried to tell me that they even edited part of that recording. And I told people in the beginning, that's not exactly how that call went. It's been cut up, and it has. You know it has. There was more stuff on there, and there's some stuff that's been cut out of there. So, play the unedited thing, man. Play it all. Don't cut out the stuff that you said. Don't cut that out, big guy. I mean, you're going to be truthful, be completely truthful. So, anyway, I have talked to the authorities, to the FBI, and there is no investigation. That is closed. There's nothing to be said about that. You can't make something exist that doesn't exist. And if telling a lie was against the law, son, you'd be under the jail. You'd never get out.
Mm-mm.
Now, once all this starts coming down and running downhill on you, and they charge you with everything under the sun, they may want to bring up the trial and charge you with perjury. You said a lot of shit on that.
Ouch.
You said a lot of shit on that witness stand that wasn't true, and the defense showed it that it wasn't true. Flat out busted you in lies, left and right. Debunked, as Jamie says. Everything you said, just about. So, burr. Don't send me no more Facebook messages wanting to be my friend.
With friends like that, you definitely don't need an enemy.
You ask me for my forgiveness now. I will forgive you again. But you're not going to be allowed around my family again. And you're probably going to be in jail. I mean, if the things I've heard actually do come down, dude, you're going to be in jail for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Longer than what Shelby's been in.
Yeah.
It's coming down the pipe.
Fight in West Virginia.
Do what?
I've never fought in West Virginia. I've never wrestled in West Virginia. Ernie had an MMA or a wrestling show up there and got in trouble for it, but I never did. No. Oh, I don't feel sorry for him. He's going to sow, what he's reaping. He's going to reap what he sows, whatever. I sounded beyond stupid right there. Yeah, I'm not going to feel sorry for him.
Not at all. I'm going to be that asshole. It's
Now he does need help.
sending him letters.
Jenny Penny, you're probably right. As good looking as all these sexy beasts like Prayer Garden are, you're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do think he needs help, and I know he's a different person when he's medicated, like legally medicated. When he's on his psychosis medicines, he's a different person. He really is. But he refuses to do that anymore. He refuses to take his medicines, and you see what the byproduct of that is. Now he's acting like he's some kind of magical healer or something. There's some messages. You talk when I got a little downtime there, man. Come on, man. Come on, co-pilot. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Quit going to sleep.
No, I'm not asleep.
I got a screenshot on our community page. You guys want to check that out about Ernie messaging me.
It's definitely an interesting read, and I suggest they all go look at it.
He thinks he's all that saying they got a business license. Well, I don't know what it costs there to get a business license, but I know in most places it's between $10 and $50. Go get your business license. Now, pay your taxes on that now. Yeah, he's that's the one thing he said when he called the lawyer's office the other day. You know, I've applied for a business license. I got an LLC. I'm legit. Horseshit. What makes you legit? Anybody can get an LLC, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It will take your money.
Yep. And I just don't understand why he has to sell himself to everybody. Literally just sell who he is to everybody he comes across. He did it the other night with the Ryan Up Church thing. But yet they were buddies.
Business.
We lost Matt.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. He's I guess he's having technical difficulties.
Well, he shouldn't be. He's got a Chromebook now, tablet, and phone.
Yeah.
So less difficulties. That's what the goal was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Didn't work out, did it?
That's the frequency. The more devices you have, Matt, the more those frequency attacks.
I don't even have the other ones on, dude. I'm just sitting here.
Ever hear of a parasitic twin? That's Ernie and Shelby. Ernie is the parasite. I believe that. Sounds like that, really. Bee's knees, but he'll never be able to afford insurance because he absolutely should have it in the work he claims he does. He should have insurance, but the work he claims he does, he doesn't do. So, people started asking him, how does he save children? And he couldn't answer that. So now I guess on the daily, he's bringing people up like a TV evangelist, and instead of healing them, he's raising money for them. So, which, I hope you keep doing that, man. I hope people keep sending money to people who need it and not you. I hope that continues to happen. Now, I have been told that you have had a couple plants by respectable people who know you very well. So it is what it is. I know how you operate. I've seen your scams many times over.
Very, very many of them.
Yeah.
The list gets longer.
Lisa B, they're having high winds in East Tennessee tonight. Wind's blowing here pretty good in Kentucky, too. It's not like really strong, but it's really chilly. The winds are chilly. Not good eating chili either, like chili, like brrr. Good thing I got all this extra meat on my bones, I don't get too cold. There was something I wanted to play tonight, and I can't remember what it was. That Dadburn Shelby call was just so good. Throw us a heart up in the chat for Not Today and her work and dedication to getting information for the stand and for her dedication to providing a voice for Shelby Shell. I mean, many of you guys think Shelby's unjustly sitting in prison. I would say most of you think Shelby's unjustly sitting in prison. So, she's at least being his voice. And like I said, this wasn't started out as no free Shelby campaign. Never was intended to be that. Still, it really isn't a free Shelby campaign.
No.
But it's a Find the Truth campaign.
Yes, it is a Find the Truth campaign. Yes.
But his lawyer has seen lots of truths here and wants to talk to us about it. So take that for what it's worth.
Well, I got mine today, so you get yours tomorrow. You're welcome.
The talk?
Oh, I got 3.5 hours or so.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was.
I can't stand holding the phone up in my ear that long.
Well, thank God for Bluetooth, you know. But yeah, it was a very intense 3.5 hour conversation.
Oh, really? Intense. So
Yeah.
some good
Yeah.
questions.
Very good questions. A lot of share back and forth. You know, just very highly intrigued in what type of person we were dealing with when it came to Ernie as well. So be prepared for that.
Yeah.
So that,
Well,
you know, I would have gave you warning, but she pulled some strings, got me my call tonight. So there you go.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Super
we're
busy
not gonna be
day.
allowed to make anymore.
Yeah, my non-allowable calls. Yeah.
I wonder if the little feller has got wind of our phone call that we made that we weren't allowed to make.
Well, I bet he's sitting in a corner crying right now.
Oh no. I see blue lights coming up the drive again.
Damn it.
Blue lights and red lights and yellow lights and oh my goodness, green lights. No, never mind. It was a UFO. It was a UFO. My bad.
Damn UFOs.
Damn, they got mad again too. UFO, they left my house and got mad.
Yeah, well, they're still looking for me, so I don't know if they'll find me or not. So there you go.
So, hey, that was a pretty powerful call from Shelby tonight. Like,
it was.
Seems like more and more. Like he does repeat a lot of stuff, but he always adds a little bit of something we haven't heard yet, and it's just like every time. Like I hate to refer it to a fight, but like it's a gut punch, like a knockdown.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm coming back now. Bam. And
I'll get you the next round even harder. That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Almost as if he's like saving up, for the end of the round every time. In those last 10 seconds, he lets it go.
Oh yeah, that end game. He's got an end game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for
highway of schizophrenia, psychosis, but could be drug-induced psychosis too. Yeah, it could be. Now I've got some screenshots from Ernie and his sister from when he was in Georgia on the 1013, and they said the last few times, which would indicate he's been there more than once, that he was at that hospital, which is nearby to Phil Amick's house. The last few times he was there, he had meth in his system. Now, Ernie's explanation for that was somebody was putting it in his drink. So
he did it to himself.
Yeah, he was apparently faking spitting up blood again today too.
Yes, he was.
Does that shit?
Yes, I saw that. For you non-believers.
I was going to say it was around Christmas time. He was in Harlan or around that area, and was playing that same game. Had blood on his mask, and
he admitted to me it was Harlan on the. Remember when he came on my live stream?
Well, I knew it was an area up there, one of the regional hospitals. I just didn't know what area, so I didn't want to say the wrong one. That's why I was like Harlan. I was like, well, that area. So
yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, you remember it. It was around the same time that he had Margaret's boyfriend do that little video.
Yeah.
Around the same time, man. He likes to try to deceive people. That's what he do.
Well, when he thinks he's losing, which he obviously does now, he thinks he's losing. Because
I mean, even with this whole trial, that's all he did. It's like when the stakes are high or there's a lot at risk, this is what he really gets down to.
He goes for that sympathy.
Yep.
That, oh man, I'm bleeding, I'm dying. I've been attacked.
What did he say? What did he say after he took that $1,500 from you? What about him having so many weeks or months to live or whatever?
Yeah. The ER doctor told him something wrong with his brain. He had 3 weeks to live.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he do. He always plays that sympathy.
The ER doctor told you that, Ernie? At the emergency room? You didn't even see a specialist? Just telling you what they told me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like
sympathy card.
I was born at night, just not last night.
He just seems to forget. He don't have any more sympathy cards to play. Nobody believes his wolf crying ass. Nobody believes him.
No.
Mm-mm.
And he's pissed because nobody's falling for that second grade bullshit no more.
Yeah.
Everybody's tired of the bullshit, and people are standing up, laying the hammer down on it.
Yeah.
A lot of people. So many people. Ernie is worried because everybody's going to find a little nugget. You put enough nuggets together, you got the story, Ernie, and you know that's what's happening. The stories are coming together.
Oh, I know River Blue. I know for a fact. Yeah, I knew that. That's why I gave him a hard time about it. Hell, like many times you don't even see a doctor at the ER. Like there's a physician
Yep.
in there, but like physicians assistants and what's the other one? Nurses, nurse practitioners. A lot of
Yep.
times those are actually the ones you see instead of the actual doctor anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
And they're not going to
they're
give
not
you that
telling
kind of
you got,
news.
yeah, they're not telling you got so long to live.
They'll
Like,
be like, come back and do
oh,
these
man.
tests and blah, blah, blah.
Even if they thought so, they wouldn't tell you that. Like,
No.
That's something you have to get, tests, like you said, like a CAT scan and things like that to find out. Like, not something you go to the ER, get an x-ray, and, oh, man, you're dying.
Yeah, you usually do a couple rounds of blood work and everything else. And
yeah,
that's going to take a couple weeks to get all that done and sent off and back and get the doctor looking at it to see what's going on. I mean, but if you're one of the sheeple, you believe it. You know what I mean? He's mad because he's running out of sheeple to make it believe.
the guy at Target told Jenny Penny. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I mean, he's been saying for, what now? I don't even know how long, but the channel's going to be shut down. I'm going to jail. Kemper's going to jail. We have it all. We have what we need. Thank you. Thank you for coming in here, Kemper, tonight. Thank you for making that post, that comment, screenshot it. We have it all. We have it all. We have it all. And what do you have exactly? Nothing. Nothing.
Taylor, Tina and Ernie has known each other since about 2019, 2020-ish. I don't know if she knows about his diagnosis, but I also know that it's suspected that she's got the same issues. And I know it does run on both sides, like her family and his family.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Confirmed.
I think it's the sick attracting the sick in that situation, personally. And she would say that it was bullshit diagnosis and it wasn't real, that it was that damn chip in his brain.
Yeah. You mean you can listen to them talk and you can tell that they just don't have a clue of reality.
Nope.
They're talking about these damn bioengineering plants in Newport, Tennessee, that in a way that they believe that you believe them, like that it's actually real.
Yeah, like a kiddie brothel in downtown Newport. Anybody that's been in downtown Newport, the possibilities of that existing is nil, nada, none. That's the messed up part. You got kiddie brothels, you got cloning stations, you've got UFO bases in Foothills Parkway, you've got underground tunnels in the Foothills Parkway, Hawes Top, just all over the place out there. It's ate up, according to them. You've got restaurants that are serving human meat. Well, if you look into the QAnon bullshit, you'll see that they talk about a restaurant out in LA that serves human meat, or they have a menu. Like it's a show. It's not real. Okay, anybody with any kind of sense can see that. Okay, but they try to feed off of it and put it right there in Newport to make that battle right there in Newport. The underground tunnels. That's where all the kids are held. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they have been trying to push. And they wanted to make themselves the heroes. Look, we know about it and we're going to take it on for everybody. And all they've done is destroy their own business and stalk and harass and threaten a lot of people. They finally just said, fuck you. But yeah, they've known each other approximately 2.5 years, probably 2.5 years. It was around the time the pandemic started hitting.
I'm gonna play a little video. Y'all want to see a little video?
Always.
Downtown Tina, I think, or downtown Trina. My bad, Trina. She's gonna kick my ass one of these days.
David, I believe she could too, personally.
I guarantee it. I'd run from her way before I'd run from Skern Dog. But
Dude, I would never run from
Ernie.
Ernie.
See this? So this is from earlier tonight. We're gonna play this under the Fair Use Act for educational and documentation purposes.
Maybe give me a call back and see what's going on with that. So, much respect, guys. If you guys want to donate to the people on panel tonight, right there it is, $C Waterman 85. I'm sure they appreciate everything. Thank you, guys. To order,
Are you ready? Here it comes.
Shirts and hoodies from Predator Hunter Nation. Predator Hunter Nation.
You're echoing bad.
Yeah, I don't have it on mute. I don't figure what he's saying matters much. I'm just showing that he's acting like he's spitting up blood. He disappears from the camera, comes back in front of the camera, and he's got blood in his mouth, and he makes sure that he puts his mouth right up in front of the camera. Watch. Come on back, Ern. Show us that mouth now. Yep.
Man, he did that in September, acting like he had COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that shit? Coughing up blood and shit?
Now, that's not staged. Not at all. You believe that? Like,
No.
of course, if he was going to spit up blood, he'd disappear from the camera, come back with blood in his mouth, and stick his mouth right up to the camera.
Man, you notice
And Jamie, it ain't my lips that's cut. I really do spit blood up, okay? There you go.
For you non-believers.
For you non-believers.
Dude, you notice those stretch marks around his mouth?
For you non-believers. There you go. I mean, I just showed you a video of the dude faking like his mouth was bleeding. Put a 1 in the chat if that was obviously a show. And there's people over there believing it, buddy. Of course, that was for the non-believers.
Right. That was for you guys.
I think he was talking
to
to you.
Laugh at.
You and Jamie.
Huh?
I think he was talking to you and Jamie. A bunch of non-believers.
Shit. Talk. Yeah, he did look like that, Taylor. Like he was rubbing it.
Mallory, that is messed up. You're right.
But yeah, dude, he did this at Christmas. Like I said, he did this, I think it was September, October, where he was getting his ass ate up again. And he tried to act on camera like he had been coughing up blood. Like he kept coughing and everything. And he disappeared for like a day. Next thing you know, he come back trying to swing that imaginary dick he's got. You know what I mean? Like, he always puts that out there. Get you off his tail. Leave me alone, please. Like, how do you continue to beat down a person that's curled up in a fetal position? That's pretty much what he's trying to pull. Is that mentality?
Yeah.
Constantly. So everybody, when you see it, call it out. You know it's coming. He's going to do it again if he's got that much time. Because I don't know if he's going to have that much more time on social media. Personally. So, you see it, call it out, guys. Y'all know who I'm talking to.
Sorry. Uh-oh. Near North Carolina Princess, you might be onto something.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to say irritable ovaries or something, Mom.
Alaska Bush Mom? Quite possibly. It's herpes popped. There's nothing but time.
Yep, herpes sore.
River Blue says it's meth mouth.
Very much looks like meth mouth. Yes, I'll agree with her.
Cheese Louise has a question for Shelby.
Will you ask Shelby? So we've talked about that. If and when he gets out, which, there's a lot of ifs. He wants to go back into construction, just basic labor, because that's all he knows.
Yeah, he's not got an education, but
Mm-mm.
a strong back and being a grunt worker would be something right up his alley.
Yep. And he'd be more than willing to go do it every day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Little
that's
Nicky,
what he talks about
that's been
now.
talked about.
Huh?
Little Nicky, that's been talked about. Other people have said that before, that they expect someday that he will do that. And I'm going to quote Kemper here. Not for nothing. He has, in the past, disappeared for short periods of time to make people think that he might be dead or gone or abducted. So, yeah, that's a good possibility.
Diversions, man.
Also, did you guys hear? Throw a heart up in the chat if you heard not today. Give a shout out to Kemper in her call to Shelby when she said "not for nothing" while she was talking to Shelby.
I did.
That was for you, Kemper. I know it was.
Well, I had to throw something in there.
That's
so
lovely.
You're good.
And see, we just need to have that put on a hoodie.
Yes, we
Not
do.
for nothing, with the Stands logo on the front. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And Jenny Penny, the reason that Shelby says if he gets out is it's not just all these complicity to murder things. He also has 2 separate kidnapping charges added on top of all this stuff.
Yeah,
so that is if he gets out.
He's accrued charges while being in prison. It's not for nothing. It's not a great place to be, and there's quite a bit of violence that goes on between inmates and guards.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
I had a question up there for you. Somebody else had a question. Let me go back and see if I can find it. Oh, here you go. And then we'll add two. He's too narcissistic to stay dead. Yes, he is.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see that one. Not today.
So the Innocence Project actually cannot touch Shelby because he incurred extra charges, and without any real new information, there's nothing that the Innocent Project could do for him. So I don't know where you heard that, but that's definitely not a thing. Just like there's not a petition to free Shelby, and there is not a Free Shelby campaign going around. So
Kimberly M. That is my all-time favorite movie. Without a doubt, nothing touches it, in my opinion. But Val Kilmer, did you know who he played? What character that was that spit up blood? There's a reason I ask.
Oh, it's old Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ernie says is in his family tree?
Oh, Dr. Holliday.
Yeah, buddy.
But he had tuberculosis, so Ernie might have some problems going on there.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, he is in the coal mining area of the country.
Yeah, I'm going with consumption, and it does come with some meth use. So there you go.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean that's a given, but I personally think that's fake. I think that's just stage.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nothing wrong with that boy. No, I mean, not. I mean, not. No, I'll say this. Yes, he's probably not been to the doctor for a checkup in a very long time. He doesn't take care of himself. He's obviously using drugs at some level.
Yes.
At some level, he might. I personally think he's binging because of his patterns. And anybody knows what binging does and how to see it, they might not use it 3-4 days. But man, when they use it, man, they use it hard and for like they just go at it. And without being medicated for his issues, and he's doing that. Plus, he don't take care of himself. Yeah, I'm sure he's got some physical problems. I won't
Jeez,
deny that.
Jeez Louise, I agree. I think it's obvious that he throws like he acts like he's biting down on something. Like he moves his head forward, then he moves his head out of the camera where you can't see him, and then he bites down on a blood capsule or whatever he's got, and he comes back and makes sure that his face is really close to the camera so you can see the blood. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious.
Well, he's got to have something to blame the stress we give him on. So, let's fake that.
Well, I mean, and that's what gets his people riled up is when he pulls that little heartstring of theirs. Like, most of us don't fall for any of that. And we still stay on it. And they're like, how can you do this to a man that's bleeding of his vagina? Like,
Right.
I don't, like, what the hell, dude? But he does it and it works. It's just not, he's running out of audience for it, is what's going on.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Running out of audience. So it's fun to watch, too. Because he still gives it a shot. He still gives it a shot.
So it's
Chad's been
hump day now. Officially hump day.
Chad's been banging again tonight too, guys. Way to go at it, man.
Yeah, it's every night, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't been for all the rumors of the arrest and everything going down last night, with all that stuff. There was, heck, Benny Keys had 4,000 people in his chat. 4,000. That's more stuff than we got.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at what you said, Jimbo. I'm not laughing at that, man.
Don't insult vaginas. They work really hard. Ernie has never worked. That's true.
That's what I was laughing
I
at.
so agree with that.
Yep. That is great.
Yeah, he was in a hot tub on PG now. I think, don't Tina and them have a hot tub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got one given to him or something not long ago, and Xander bought the stuff for it so he could fix it and all that good shit. It's probably what they do that mining thing in now. I mean, they got the whole mining set up in the back there,
Yeah.
It's great. But yeah, dude, he thinks he's some heartthrob. I don't understand it, man. Like, that's probably the only bath he's going to have this month.
Ugh.
Being in that hot tub, along with Tina. Now, remember what Thelma said the other night, y'all, about Tina and her scent. Imagine what happened when they got in the hot tub together.
Mm.
You
No.
know that's right. I bet you could smell that shit down there at damn Walmart, man. Fuck. It's funny.
Mama Collins just came in. She brought my daughter home.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to bed. She slept about 6 hours over the last 2 days.
That's not good.
She's worn out. Yeah, she's worn out.
Like I said, man, we'll be praying for her.
I appreciate it.
I know
Yes,
that's about as bad as a toothache, man. An earache.
Well, the earaches and toothaches are two of the worst things ever. I mean, just,
Nothing helps.
no. And then one little, gust of air on either one can just friggin' make you want to cry, like just,
Oh yeah,
oh man.
Mhm.
sensitivity,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah. Corn and crab chowder. Jenny Penny, what are you talking about? It's in them green vomiting things. Yep. Yeah, I used to get ear infections a lot. I think that might be Sarah's first ever earache. She's 17.
That's
Mm.
pretty good to be that
I don't
old.
remember her ever having earache. None of our kids have had a lot of them. Like the boys both had like a couple when they were really young, but then both of them at age 5 had those tubes put in their ears and the tonsils and adenoids taken out,
Mm-hmm.
and they haven't had any issues since. You want to hear a fun fact? I had my tonsils and adenoids taken out twice. They grew back.
Wow.
You know what I got right now in the back of my throat?
I
Tonsils.
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Tonsils.
Sorry.
Tonsils, you
You got
dirty
a hell of a
bird.
gag.
Tonsils.
Sorry, dude. You said it, not me,
I'm
bro.
working on tonsil set number 3.
Oh,
Tonsil set number 3. I'm thinking about chopping off my arm, see if it grows back.
Yeah. You know,
I'm not even bioengineered.
So I was saying, Ernie would do that shit.
Yeah.
Let me see if it can grow back here. Sorry.
You gosh dang bird. What's wrong with you? Oh, and I heard this fool. Let me cover a couple things now. I know we're winding down, but let me cover a couple things I wrote down. This idiot in PG's chat. I don't even know who it was. But obviously, clearly an idiot. They keep saying that Jimbo's daughters was in the room. His kids were in the room when Benny porn bobbed Ernie. Well, no, they weren't. And if they were, how in the hell would you know?
Right.
Were you here? I mean, did you see them? Can you see them now?
nope.
So that's just stupidity that Ernie spills out of his friggin' lying mouth. Okay, now that makes me mad. The other thing is PG over there, and it's hard to understand her, for God's sakes, to begin with. I understand she's not working with a full set of, you know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm going, Jamie has dyslexia. Dumbass, it's dyslexia, and it's a real thing. My wife has it. It's dyslexia. And the way you said that makes me think you probably have it too. And you're going to make fun of somebody? There's no such thing as dyslexia. So
No, in my opinion, she's a few million bricks short of a house. So
yeah, that lady has no clue. No clue.
no.
And for her to portray herself and her channel as some kind of Christian outlet, no sense whatsoever to me. No sense whatsoever. That's, in my opinion, you know what that is? Beyond stupid. That is beyond stupid.
Well, I thought that was all of Team ES.
No, it is. It
They're
is.
all beyond stupid.
I mean, you're talking about the same lady that lets him come on her panel shirtless and doing his little belt buckle routine and that dumb shit. Like, come on, man. Seriously? You got to be ignorant to let that shit go down. Let a herpes sore like Ernie do that kind of shit.
Oh,
I believe he did that in any chat that somebody posted their StreamYard link in.
Do what?
I believe he would do that for any chat that just drops that StreamYard link right in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I guarantee you, if it was in there tonight, he'd be right up here on this panel or trying to get up here.
And normally we would let that happen. But right now, the way that he's been acting, I don't even know if I want to even talk to him on a panel, man, because he's just going to be more ignorant than normal.
Beyond stupid.
Yep.
Beyond stupid.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Is that what you're queuing up over there, Jimbo?
Yeah, I am. You know I am. You know I am.
Yes, do it. Do it.
You know I am.
I mean, they did it to themselves. I mean, you got to be
Yep.
a little bit smarter than Team ES.
Yeah, that's the losing team right now.
I can't
Ernie's
find
starting to realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny that Prayer Garden has that name for her channel and lets that stuff go on.
She is.
I mean, that's about as
Wow.
hypocritical as it gets. Yeah, I know. See,
Yeah.
and it didn't click with me at first. I was like, hold on, Prayer Garden? What's wrong with this? You know, like all I heard was swearing and this dumb shit with Ernie, and it's
Mhm.
like, really, you're gonna keep that title? Why don't you change it up? Like you're just showing your hypocrisy.
I just let people just keep doing stupid on their own.
Well, they're
That's
going to
exactly
anyway.
Swear Garden. Swear Garden. That's the name you call her.
Yep, that's about the truth of it. Yeah, she's probably getting more views than Ernie. All those
Well,
bots he's got.
we're not even here for the views. We're here just for the truth, for the
That's right.
facts. No matter what it ends up being, we are here for the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody was just saying in chat that she gets views. I'm just like, well, because they're retarded, people are watching them. You know, like.
Well, it's just like, earns, they're going to watch for her to fail.
Yep.
That's what a lot of people do. They watch to see you fail. So, hi, all Ernie's trolls.
We have some in there.
Well, they're watching. I mean, they're not going to speak, but they're going to watch. So,
Don't get Jimbo excited now.
You know, like in T rolls.
He's like, trolls? Did you say trolls?
We like trolls.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're fun. Now, it's funny that Lindsay tried to pull her shit last night. And then, of course, her daddy Ernie showed up wanting to jump on panel because he wanted to cause a disruption
Mm-hmm.
to the information that was being relayed to us from people that know his past.
It's that guilty knowledge. It's always there.
Like I said, by any means necessary. Well, at that situation, the only thing he could do was try to come on our panel and disrupt it. He didn't get that chance. So, what does he do this morning? They've been doing illegal recording of my brother and exploiting him and using the shell name and my son and all this shit. Trying to act like, okay, this is how he's going to do it. He's going to have a shutdown. You know what I mean? It's all fake as hell. But he's still trying.
He's the one that called his baby's mama a whore. He's the one that called everybody else out. Mm-hmm. Well, he can't get to certain people, so of course I'm going to be right there in his target zone.
Of course. I mean, you're one of the main people in his mind right now. Like, you own quite a bit of that little bitty pea brain of his.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I guess being a target while others can just slide underneath is good, but
yep, that's always been the point. He wants diversions. We actually do that.
Yes.
So while he's going at Benny and Jimbo and Not Today and all these people, all these other people, he's losing focus on.
Exactly, and it's getting them to a place where they can not have to worry so much.
Mhm.
So yeah, keep coming. Keep
We
bringing that
got
on.
you.
I keep
Yep.
bringing it on. I ain't stopping.
No, we got them all day. We got them all day.
Oh heck yeah.
I mean, that's been the whole point of the stand. Every person that has come to the stand and helped has brought contributions, receipts. Every person.
Oh yeah. And we'll
Ernie,
keep bringing them.
well, I was going to say, and Ernie's running out of allies because people are starting to see him being exposed more and more. There's
Hmm.
about to be some really hardcore shit hit. He knows it. He knows it's coming.
Well, and we would not be targets if he didn't have some guilt or
Right.
some knowledge of something that he's done.
We are hitting
So,
that pressure point.
well,
That's what's
my
happening.
message for him is, hey, step up, be a man, and go ahead and admit your downfalls. That would be a good start point.
It won't stop any of it,
No, but
but it might
admitting,
help you in the long run.
yeah, which he's not even capable of having any admittal of wrong. So, yeah, you have to admit that stuff.
Taylor, you're always hitting on truth. I
Exactly.
swear.
Exactly.
I mean, he wants to use that situation and his son to make money, but he's not giving a single cent to his
Mm-mm.
son. In fact, he signed over his parental rights so he would not have to pay any money legally. That's the measure of Ernie Sheriff. That's how he rolls. But he's going to say that all of these haters and trolls cost him his family, cost him my
And
son,
that's not true.
right? Cost him a job, cost me my girlfriend. Ernie,
Well,
most
let's
of that
talk
shit
about
you
how many.
didn't have, and what you did have, you gave it up, man. The
Well,
other
he's
ones
still
left
calling
because they were like,
his job.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Because he ain't got nothing else that he can do. His little
No,
girlfriend
and he
got in
sends his
trouble.
little worker bees out to do it.
Do what?
He sends his little worker bees out to make the contacts and get
Oh
other
yeah.
people fired. So yeah, been
Well,
there, done that, earned that.
that's how he that's how he can sit in front of the camera and say, "I didn't call anybody. I didn't write any email." That's how he
Hmm.
gets away with that. It's the word game. It's that Charles Manson in him. Oh, I didn't kill nobody. No, you didn't. Your people did. And that's what it comes down to with this. These are the brainwashed sheeple that no matter what happens, they're going to be loyal to this creed. That's okay.
Well,
Because when he goes, they go.
exactly,
Because you know
exactly.
they've been committing crimes. As thick as they are together, you know it. And what I know about the Hemp Cafe in Newport, I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I
Because
absolutely guarantee it. Yep.
I know quite a bit about that lovely little disaster.
Well, see, that's the thing. The whole town and county knows. But these people are in denial.
Exactly.
They want to say, "Oh, we don't sell no drugs." Well, guess what, Tina and Xander? That's been the consensus since you opened. The
Well, and
entire town has said this.
they admitted it on a live stream.
Oh, I know. And they
Hello,
think
we all
nobody
know
picked
you're
up on it.
guilty.
Right. Talking about the THC this and that and the other and how they take it and their kids take it and Ernie takes it. Yeah, I know. Yep.
Mhm.
But it's more than
Jamie,
just THC and they know that.
Mhm.
They
Jamie,
love some hallucinogens in that area.
yeah, Jamie has witnessed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you got eyewitness account.
Well, and I have family members that have visited there.
Well, I was
So,
going to say, me, secondhand. Yes. Second party.
Not for nothing.
yeah, that's it. I'm
Every
changing my
time you
name.
say that, I think you're talking to her.
Not for
Because it's
nothing.
starting out with a knot.
Not for nothing. Kemper has seen it.
No, see, every person that talks to me about that place talks about the back room.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's allowed in that back room. And how only certain people can go in, and they don't talk about the back room. I wonder what's in that back room. Because I know they ain't got no hoard of cash. Otherwise, they would have already bought that property that they're sitting in.
Well,
Because
no,
that
they're expecting to sue us all and get
for
this big.
700,000.
Yeah. So, I wish them luck with that because it ain't going to happen.
But they still got to come up with the means to buy that property soon. Otherwise, they forfeit that property.
Exactly. And
So,
that's what a lot of my family is hoping for.
yeah. Well, that's what the whole town's hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those people have been. They should not have had to deal with these assholes as long as they've had to deal with them.
No, they should not have.
It's unfortunate that they have, but I'm glad it's starting to come to an end. Because it is. Mark my words, it's coming to an end, and it's coming soon. But that town, that county, they need a break from these idiots.
Yes, they do. All of us do, actually.
Yeah, the entire world.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm speaking of ground zero.
Yeah. Ground zero needs to be cleared first, and then the
Yeah.
rest of us be kind of safe.
Well, I think the rest will take care of itself once you just take care of the problem. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and it is being taken care of. Because, like I said,
Oh,
Ernie's got
yes,
his
it
own
is.
sins that he's going to end up having to answer for and face up to. There's shit
Mhm.
that Tina and Xander did before Ernie that they're going to have to eventually answer for.
Yes, it
They
is.
know. And then there's the shit that they did together.
Mm-hmm.
And then their little minions that help them. I ain't going to sit there and name every one of the little worshipers over there, but we know who you are.
They're just getting caught up in a trap and getting ready to be thrown under that bus.
And some of them have even played like they were undercover for the FBI.
Oh,
Imagine
God.
that. And saying that they were there around them because they were undercover. Well, bullshit. We ain't dumb. We know who you are. You lie.
Mm-hmm.
So I just can't wait for all this shit to start falling.
Matt, you know Tina and them better than I do. That's a question for you right there.
Do what?
You know Tina and them better than I do, so that's a question for you right there.
Ouch. You know about that.
I don't know her like that, dude. I don't know how she identifies. I don't. I do know that they have said that homosexuals and transsexuals, they are, what was the term? Oh dear Lord, mutants. That's what it was. Mutants. This is how they talk about gay people.
Mm-mm.
Now put that with Ernie's gay bashing.
I wonder if they. Well, I was going to say I wonder if they would mind if they knew the truth, but actually, when that one lady was on there from the Hay House was talking about Ernie, getting down with some men, Tina was like, "Who cares what happened 4,000 years ago? Who cares?" Like she forgave Ernie. She didn't mind as long as it was Ernie. That's
Mm-hmm.
she got a little unhealthy affection with the Skern.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, hell, she takes up for him when people talk about him inappropriately touching their friends' wives and their daughters.
And when your daughter says, Ernie does it to us all the time, Tina, that is her saying he touches them inappropriately all the time. You can sit there and word game that shit all day. It don't matter. That's what was done.
Mm-mm.
I don't care how much you want to downplay what he did. Inappropriate is inappropriate. Period. And you have your own children.
Mm-hmm.
Keep seeing you, Tina. Think about it. When there are screenshots of messages between your daughter and one of her friends talking about your last DCS case and how they were going to tell the truth, and then your oldest daughter was going to lie because she was worried about everybody being taken out of the home. That's
Mm-mm.
why you get more DCS calls. Because
Well,
concerned citizens and adults, they report that kind of shit.
yeah.
You're talking about the welfare of a child.
Yeah, I just want the children to be safe.
Exactly.
You guys see that?
What?
Somebody was saying something. Didn't y'all hear it?
He thinks we're stupid. We're not. We are beyond stupid. He thinks we're stupid. We're not. We are beyond stupid.
Mm-hmm.
What'd she say?
We're not. We are beyond stupid.
What'd she say?
We're not. We are beyond stupid.
Did she say what I thought she said?
I think so.
Play it again.
One more time. Oh God, let me pull it back up. It never gets old, does it?
No.
Uh-uh.
What's even more funny
Her little cocky
is
laugh.
the person that you hear talking is sitting right up underneath Miss Simmerly's hairy armpits or her wing.
Thinks we're stupid. We're not. We are beyond stupid. We are beyond stupid. We are beyond stupid. We are beyond stupid.
Oh, he thinks we're stupid, but we're not. We
We're
are
beyond.
beyond stupid. Yes, oppositional. I need to make that for a ringtone as well. That's just cool. You know, when we've all got a friend or somebody that calls that just aggravates the shit out of us. That has got to be that guy's ringtone, right? That's got to be that guy's ringtone.
Yeah.
Beyond stupid. Look, Beyond Stupid's in the house. Sorry, we didn't mean no offense by that. But you're the one that said it.
Exactly.
You're not just stupid. You're beyond stupid.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder if she wishes she could take that back.
Probably not. She
We're,
probably doesn't even care right now.
he thinks we're stupid, but we're not. Oh, yes, Tina, we bring the truth and we bring the receipts. And we are now 6 days away from Madison County District Court. Mr. Shale faces charges for public intoxication, controlled substance. We're going to hear about that cop, whether he was in shock or not, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think the cop was in shock.
Guilty or not guilty. Who knows?
I was gonna say if that cop had the same training Ernie had, he shouldn't be in shock.
Actually, if he doesn't, like if it's over that day, he'll have to plead guilty. But if he pleads not guilty,
and that's 90 days.
Yeah, if he pleads not guilty, they'll set it over for trial. That's when it's going to get real fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, And that is the least of your legal troubles, my friend.
Mhm.
The least of them.
Jimbo,
Yeah.
you might want to look at the screen, sir.
Did I really? Damn.
Dude,
Somebody time me out.
it's been nice knowing you, bro.
Somebody time me out. Oh my God.
Just mute yourself. Good work.
Bad Jimbo, bad. No, here, in the words of Ernie Shell, you're going to jail, Jimbo.
I need it for that. I need it for that.
We have that recorded. The proper people know about it. Ain't
Thank
that
you
right,
to
Tina?
Sophie and the FBI and everybody that's here.
Yeah, we heard about his little convoy of people he's going to have at the court or at his court hearing or
For his
his
arraignment.
arraignment date. Let's be specific. His arraignment date. He's
You gonna
supposed to have, huh?
You gonna have a bunch of people for his arraignment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hell's Angels and other shit, dude. That's what he said.
Ah, bullshit.
He said it. Now, what's fun is the buildup he's going to get for that the next couple of days, because he's going to.
Well, he will have some people there. I guarantee it. You know why?
Because
He
he don't
don't
have
have a
nobody
car.
to bail him out.
He don't have a car.
Right, too.
Somebody got to take him.
That damn mechanic.
Yeah, tricked him right into selling it. And he gave me credit for that.
Jeez.
I'm the one that had it done. Well, guys, it's 2:30. You guys got any more questions for Not Today or Kemper or myself about the trial or what we've heard tonight from Shelby? I hope we've completely debunked or dispelled Ernie's claims that we are not allowed to play Shelby calls anymore. If anything,
Not his choice.
like Not Today said, we are going to play more now. Why is that? Remind us of that.
Because Ernie Dunn screwed up and called and whined.
So they're going to put him in a place where he can use the phone more often.
Yes. Yep.
Hey,
Way to go, Ern.
How you like
Ernie
them apples?
Everybody give Ernie a hand. It could even be one of those one finger waves if you want to. Just throw it
How
up.
you like them apples, Skern dog?
How you really feel.
And there's a good question about, is Eric and Shelby in the same facility? No, they are in two separate states.
Yeah. Shelby's in Kentucky, where the crime took place.
Correct.
River Blues ready to learn more. We got more coming. No question.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Not Today. For real.
Yeah.
We really appreciate everything you do. And all of our moderators and contributors and everybody who sends us emails. I've got a couple emails tonight I haven't got to check yet. We really appreciate it. Jenny Penny.
Well, at least it ain't like the one I caught you off guard with earlier. So
Jenny Penny, he's got a history of drug use. I would say it's probably something to do with that. Drug related.
Drug use, fraud.
ID theft or something like that.
ID theft, fraud.
Yeah, he's done some things in his past. That's how Ernie met him. He was at like a halfway house, and Ernie was a security guard type thing there.
Yeah. Remember how we talk about him exploiting people and their weaknesses?
Yeah. So, yeah. It's a small world when all these things start coming together. And you guys, I know like they like to say that when they're taking up for Ernie, you guys just haven't seen behind the scenes what goes on. Well, believe me,
Yes,
you don't know what's going on here either. Like there is so much we wish we could just go ahead and blurt out. And if we were Ernie, we probably would blurt it out. Because we're not beyond stupid. We're going to keep it the way it's supposed to be kept. And when it comes out, it's going to be one of those, wow, literally.
And then we get to sit back and laugh.
Yes. And
there will be a lot of laughter.
Yes, we're gonna have a party. Believe me.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Downtown Trina, I love you too, girl.
And we are loading up on material for others because this one is nearing the end. You hear that, Ernie? Not because you said so. Because once you are where you're headed, there won't be any need to tell people to vet you anymore. You won't have that same position of power that you think you have. So enjoy for now.
Gossip, I'll post Shelby's pictures later so you guys can check him out.
Yeah, put them up on your page if you want to. And I don't know if he's cool with that. And you can put them on ours too if you want to.
Yeah. Let's just put them all over. It'll make Ernie mad.
Spread the word. Trigger warning, he looks a lot like Ernie. Just taller and a little bit probably heavier. Not a whole lot.
Works out more. Guaranteed. Yeah. Works out more.
Yeah.
Bathes twice a day, just so you ladies know. He's the cleaner of the two.
Well, he bathes once for himself and once because his brother don't do it. So.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah. But thank you guys for hanging out with us so late on Wednesday night again, right in the middle of the week on Hump Day.
Yeah.
What time you work tomorrow, Kemper? I started to say Trigger.
Kemper
I got him
off
all
the
day
next 2
tomorrow.
days.
No, he lies. He's working for me tomorrow.
Okay, I lied. Apparently, I'm working for not today, tomorrow.
Not today, tomorrow. Working not today, tomorrow.
Yep, I'm gonna work him to death. We got some things to do.
Not today, tomorrow, yesterday, about Friday and Saturday. What they're gonna do on Sunday. But thank you guys for coming in. So if you're off tomorrow, except for not today, let's say 11:05.
Yeah, man.
Works for me. Give some stuff some time to develop. And I told the lawyer that I was going to sleep late. So that'll probably be 11 o'clock for me. If I get in bed soon, that'll give me 7 or 8 hours. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate everything you do, Matt, and Not Today, and all of our moderators.
Always.
And we got a great group of people who come in here and chat.
Yes.
And we're going to bring you some more info tomorrow, probably some more phone calls.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to tell you as much as I can of what goes on between me and Shelby's attorney tomorrow.
Just know it'll probably be limited, but you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I can. But it will be good. We're gonna have another good day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Really am. I'm actually looking forward to the next couple of days because I know there's some things that
y'all put up Jason's comment.
There's things being put together right now that everybody's gonna like that will be coming out in the next couple of days. So keep a lookout on the stand and Tell Us What Liking.
Oh my God, Jason. All right, let's take. All right, I'm not gonna forget you this time. Not today. When we sign off, I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
And I'm Not Today.
We are the Stand.